The Oregon Stampede is a 124-mile bikepacking route conveniently located about an hour and a half east of Portland, Oregon. I'd recommend doing the route in 2 days, but there's a few convenient spots along the way, allowing you to make it a leisurely 3-day trip. The route starts at Deschutes River State Recreation Area. There's overnight camping in the park, but it can fill up fast in prime season. Overnight parking is just $7. I've always ridden the route counterclockwise, but either way you do it, this is a tough ride. Expect rolling hills, lots of climbing, wind, gravel, tarmac, wheat fields, and a lot of farmland. When you begin to climb away from the mouth of the Deschutes in the Columbia River, it takes just a short time to realize something has changed or is missing. What's missing is the noise of your home world, the constant real noise and background noise of what you think is important. What has changed is you and your now world. Now your world has become basic, simple, hard, and fun. The sounds you hear are now your own breath, your heart, the slow, methodical sound of gravel under your bike tires, a hawk in the distance. You're going to escape to a basic form of reality, and it's going to hurt you and heal you at the same time. Stop and take a break at the abandoned school. This milestone signifies you still have a really long ways to go, but it's a great spot to stop and have a snack. You'll continue riding up a low-grade hill for what seems like an eternity, until you hit Summit Ridge. From here, there's reason to celebrate, as this marks the beginning of a long, fun descent into Dufur. In Dufur, you can replenish your water and snacks at Kramer's Market. If you want to do this route in 3 days, there's a small hotel in Dufur. If you've still got it in you, I'd recommend continuing on to White Salmon Wildlife Area, though you've still got a ways to go. Expect more climbing on gravel and great views of Mount Hood on a clear day. White River Wildlife Area is amazing, but be sure to check on seasonal closures before you go. The terrain out there can get pretty rutted out in later seasons. This isn't a place you want to get hurt, so be mindful as you descend some of the chunky jeep tracks. This is a logical and beautiful place to call at the end of the day. There's spots for refilling water and plenty of great campsites. If you decide to keep going, at least make sure you fill up water here. Leaving White River Wildlife Area is mostly downhill. As you make your way back towards the Deschutes, make sure you don't miss the turn for White River Falls. From White River Falls, you spend 2 miles bombing down a hill all the way to the Deschutes where you cross over Shears Bridge. There are camping opportunities on BLM land if you're willing to take a 5-mile detour, which is mostly downhill, to Twin Springs Campground. If you've gone this far on day 1, good job. That was a tough ride. Day 2 is much easier. If you decide to ride out to Twin Springs, you'll get a nice warm-up riding through the canyon before you start your first climb. With your legs warmed up, you'll start up a paved hill leading you away from the Deschutes once again. From here, it's mostly rolling hills for the rest of the ride with a mix of tarmac and gravel. Your last real climb is Gordon Ridge. It's short but punchy. From the top of Gordon Ridge, it's mostly smooth sailing. Careful descending the gravel, it can be loose and deep in spots. Eventually, you'll hit tarmac and a giant hill will lead you almost all the way back into Deschutes River State Recreation Area. And that's it! Overall, the Oregon Stampede is a great weekend getaway. Just don't underestimate it. It's a pretty tough ride.